All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Wednesday, October 4th slate of games. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, Trey. Start us off.
Yeah, we got reverse swept. We're sorry about that, guys. Hey, but we swept on Friday, reverse swept on Saturday. We're sweeping today. That's what that means. But I gave out Marshall minus 13.5 versus Old Dominion. And Marshall, they won this game, but they did not cover for us. Their offense showed up, but their rush defense was absolutely brutal. Marshall, they ended up winning this game 41-35, so they did not cover the minus 13.5. But they allowed 339 rushing yards on 10.9 yards per carry average. It was disgusting to watch.
Gross. Very, very gross. Seth?
Yeah, and I made a bad judgment call due to a good outing against a Penn State offense that Illinois had. Purdue looked like a completely different offense here. Hudson Card and that Purdue offense was rolling. They had their way with Illinois in this game.
Yep, and then I had LSU money line, my parlay lock, my lock of the week, and they blew a 9-point lead in the last 7 minutes of the game. Was a great game, though. Was a very fun, entertaining game. Just didn't like the ending. Ole Miss scumbags over there at Ole Miss. But LSU did lose the game. So 0-3, law of averages. We're sweeping the board tomorrow. We have 2 games we're going to break down. Trey, you're going to start us off. It's going to be Jacksonville State traveling to take on Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee is minus 3.5. The over-under is set at 52. Who do you like in this game?
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited to watch this game. I bet on this Jacksonville State team in week 0, and they cashed for us with a 49-3 win against Eastern Tennessee State. And I also bet against this Middle Tennessee State team last week, and they cashed with us with a 31-10 loss to Western Kentucky. So I'm going to continue that trend here. I'm going to buy a full point here, and I'm going to take Jacksonville State plus 4.5. It looks like they only have it at plus 3.5 right now, but I'm going to be buying a full point just to stay clear of that 4-point number, that difference between a touchdown and a field goal. Jacksonville State, they're easily just a better team here, and they have the better coach in Rich Rodriguez. In Middle Tennessee, they have not covered since their first game of the season either against Missouri, and I do not expect them to cover this game either. The main reason why I think Jacksonville State's going to dominate this game is because of their ground game. Jacksonville State, they have the 8th most rushing yards per game with 221 rushing yards per game. In Middle Tennessee State, they allow the 29th most rushing yards per game with over 268 per game. Jacksonville State, they're just going to run all over Middle Tennessee here in this game. So give me Jacksonville State here.
Yeah, Trey, I'm going to go ahead and go next because I'm going to say the exact same thing you just said, really. I like Jacksonville State here plus 3.5 in this game. So far this season, Jacksonville State has won 4 of their 5 games, and their only loss has been to a good team in Coastal Carolina, the Blue Raiders. Middle Tennessee has only won 1 game this season, and it was against Murray State, who does not play in the FBS. I do think that Jacksonville State has the talent to go on the road here and take this game outright, but I'm going to take the points just in case. The Jacksonville State line and run game is going to win them this game, just like you said. So far this season, Jacksonville State is averaging 224 rushing yards per game, which is 9th best in the nation. The Blue Raiders are 74th this season in rushing defense. And on offense, they typically like to rely on the passing game. I think it's going to be really tough for them to get anything going in the passing game because the Gamecocks are allowing opponents to under 200 yards per game through the air. Give me Jacksonville State plus 3.5 here as my play on the road. Seth, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, and we're going to be a clean sweep because I'm going to agree with you, but I'm also going to sprinkle in the under 51.5 points. I like the under because of what you guys touched on. Jacksonville State is going to run. I think they're going to control the clock. And on top of that, as you guys both mentioned as well, this Middle Tennessee offense is just not any good. They're only averaging 18.8 points per game this year. Jacksonville State's coming off a huge come-from-behind win against Sam Houston State. That Sam Houston State has a very, very good defense, a very underrated defense. But with all the running, with how run-heavy this game is going to be, Middle Tennessee is not going to hold on to the ball at all. They turned the ball over, I think it was 5 times last week against Western Kentucky. They just didn't look good. Give me the under, and I'm going to go with you guys on the spread as well with Jacksonville State.
All right, so we are sweeping Jacksonville State. Let's move on. The last game on the slate, only 2 games tomorrow, is going to be Florida International going on the road to take on New Mexico State. New Mexico State is going to be minus 6.5. The over-under is 48.5. This game is going to be interesting for us because we have seen some of these head coaches from Mexico State in action. We are from Pittsburgh, Kansas. Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas, and New Mexico State has Tim Beck, who was the Pittsburgh State head coach, who is now the offensive coordinator and assistant head coach from New Mexico State. And they also have Nate Dreiling, who was one of the best linebackers Pitt State has ever had back in the early 2010s. And he's now the co-defensive coordinator for the New Mexico State Aggies. So we do have some insight on how these guys work. But Trey, do we think they're good enough coaches to beat FIU here? What's your play?
I'm not sure, but I do expect this game to be pretty fun to watch. FIU, they enter this game 3-2 ATS as well. They have wins over Maine, North Texas, and UConn, but they have lost against Louisiana Tech and Liberty, and they do have a negative 21-point differential as well. And New Mexico State, they enter this game 2-3 and are 2-1 ATS. They have wins over Western Illinois and New Mexico, their in-state rival, but they have losses against UMass, Liberty, and Hawaii. I'm not really excited about either team, but it does need to be noted that FIU is traveling across the country to New Mexico to play this game. But they did travel last season to New Mexico, and they ended up winning that game 21-7. I think this game's going to be a little bit closer than that, though. But I do think FIU has a pretty good chance to win this game straight up. So I'm going to be buying a full point here. I'm going to take FIU plus 7.5, but on the board it's going to say 6.5. It might be a little bit expensive to buy that full point, probably minus 140, but I think it's better to be safe than sorry here because FIU, they're going to win this game by continuing to force turnovers. And last week, their defense forced 3 turnovers, and they did still end up losing to Liberty, but I just still think 6.5 points, 7.5 points is just too much for FIU. So give me here FIU plus 7.5 against New Mexico State. I know, we got a lot of Pitt Staters over there, but at the end of the day, Tim Beck got fired for a reason. He should not be at an FBS program.
Tough little shot at Tim Beck there. I do want to mention you said Hawaii. I'm pretty sure that game was on the island for the New Mexico State Aggies, so that one does not count, right?
Yes, it was on the island, and okay. Hawaii used the Magic for a literal last-second win.
Okay, yeah, so that one does not count on the island. Any game on the island doesn't count for a team because Hawaii's dominant on the island. But Seth, who do you like here?
Yeah, well, then that's going to take away what I was about to say, but that's okay. That's okay. But I'm going to be with Trey on this one as well. I brought a couple October trends for New Mexico State here that I just can't. I couldn't get over when I saw them. New Mexico State has lost 10 of its last 12 October games against non-AP ranked teams, and New Mexico State has also failed to cover the spread in 5 of its last 6 games in October. For some reason, this team does not play well in October. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. But FIU is not a great team and are coming off a very disappointing loss where they looked really bad, but I cannot get over the October trend for New Mexico State. This team has struggled mightily in the month of October for some reason. They lost their last game and were only able to muster 17 points. I know Jesse said it doesn't count on the island, but this Hawaii team has given up a ton of points to opposing teams. They were only able to score 17 on them. I think FIU keeps this one close, so I'll take them to cover the spread here.
All right, I will be the lone wolf. I'm going to take New Mexico State Aggies minus 6.5 of the play. The New Mexico State offense has been spectacular this season. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but they ranked 67th in the pass and 21st at running the ball this season. They are scoring quite a bit of points per game, and the offense just seems to be clicking. The reason I like New Mexico State here overall and how I think they're going to win the game is because they are rushing for 6.1 yards per play, while Florida International has been struggling at stopping the run, allowing 212.6 yards per game on the ground. I don't think FIU will be able to stop the run, and that ultimately is going to tire out their defense and allow New Mexico State to control this game. FIU has also turned the ball over 9 times this year, so we take that into effect as well. They can give New Mexico State extra possessions. I just think this is going to be a game where New Mexico State runs the ball 50 times and wins. I also like the under in this game just because New Mexico State should run the ball 50 times if they want to win this game. I'm not going to get out the under because I hate the unders, but give me New Mexico State minus 6.5 as the play. Guys, we don't have any props to give you because PrizePicks doesn't have any props out for these games, but if you guys want to comment, if you see props at PrizePicks tomorrow, comment. We will answer any of your questions, so comment down below if you want any player props in this game. But guys, it's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Wednesday, October 4th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. This morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there, Trey. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.